Crawford and Canelo that's likely to be announced?
I think Crawford wants this fight a lot. He wants this fight, and I think he will be more active than Canelo's previous opponent, and he has different mentality. He has champion mentality. I think fight will be much more
Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford is finally set, sparking heated debate around the boxing world. Top fighters and commentators are highly divided, with bold predictions and heated arguments pouring in. Former world champion Amir Khan was among the first to weigh in, and he did not hold back. He said, "It's made a bigger fight happen now with Canelo and Crawford. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Crawford is going to give away a lot of weight, but I believe it could go either way." Khan elicited strong emotions, especially given the current focus on the weight discrepancy. Many consider Canelo's stature as a definite advantage, but others think Crawford's ability can make up the gap. This is more than simply a fight, it's a gamble with heritage, pride, and power. Not everyone supports Crawford's move. ESPN's Stephen A. Smith weighed in with his own strong view. He didn't hold back, pointing out the size discrepancy is a big red flag. He thinks that this is more than simply a fight, it is a potential mismatch. He also stated unequivocally that Crawford should rethink joining forces with Canelo.
Tell you what I think should be going. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jermell Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, "Can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life." And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Smith's statements landed hard, especially coming from one of the sport's most famous mainstream voices. Some supporters backed him, saying that the battle could go horribly for Crawford and is not worth the risk. Others reacted, accusing Smith of underestimating one of boxing's most talented fighters. The divide simply adds fuel to an already raging inferno. The question remains, has Crawford tried the impossible, or is he about to shock the world again? While critics and analysts debated, Canelo Alvarez finally spoke out. The undisputed super middleweight king has made it plain that he would participate. There is no hesitation or question, only absolute certainty. He's not only prepared for Crawford, but he's also excited.
What do you make of the Crawford fight next?
Huh?
How excited are you for the Crawford fight?
I'm excited. I'm gonna enjoy this win and then.
That enthusiasm communicated a message to everyone watching. Canelo is not taking this lightly. He's treating Crawford as a real threat, not just another payday. Some perceive it as respect, while others view it as overconfidence. Regardless, the fire is lit, and Canelo's focus is razor keen. He's not simply showing up, he's here to conquer. Terence Crawford quickly reacted to Canelo's statement. The undefeated welterweight king exuded confidence, offering credit where it was due while making his objectives clear. He knows who he's up against and what's at stake, but he's not backing down one bit.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there, so that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see.
Crawford's claim that Canelo was the face of boxing was not a mistake. It was a plan. He's prepared to claim that title for himself. Crawford's motivation spread beyond belts and money. It's about legacy and showing that he's the best of his generation. Critics can talk weight, strength, and size all they want. Crawford feels that skill trumps all, and he plans to show it in the ring. Amir Khan didn't stop there. He went deeper into what this bout truly demands. Beyond size and power, Khan emphasized what is truly important at this level. Brain over Brown in his view, it isn't about who is bigger. It all comes down to who is the smarter guy in the ring. Raw strength is insufficient when fighting against fighters like Canelo and Crawford.
I mean, you need more than size, you need more than weight, you need more than everything. I mean, I think what you need now is you just need box IQ, the right box IQ, you know what I mean? You need to be smart. And someone like Canelo fighting against Crawford, you need more than power, you need more than speed, you need ring IQ, you need literally everything, because this is the two best pound for pound fighters who are going to be fighting each other, even though Crawford is going to be giving away a lot of weight. But I feel that it could go either way.
Khan's message was clear. This is a chess match, not a slug fight. He emphasized the value of high ring IQ, flawless timing, and tactical precision. When two pound-for-pound greats meet, mistakes will be punished, and every move will be crucial. It's not just about who hits harder, but also about who fights better. In a fight this tight, that might mean the difference. Not everyone is enjoying the excitement. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. gave a stark reality check. He did not mince words about the game, citing experience and historical pressure. For him, the fight is not about legacy, but about business. And in terms of size and power, he's betting on the bigger man.
Bueno, es una pelea muy dispareja, la verdad. Crawford es un gran peleador, pero no tiene nada que hacer en ese peso. Con todo respeto, él va por el dinero y Canelo lo va a noquear.
The two fighters are going to be different weight classes, even though they're going to fight on a specific weight. He believes that they're just going because of the money, Crawford, but probably Canelo is going to knock him out.
Chavez Jr. questioned Crawford's motivations and warned that weight is more than simply a number. It is a weapon. He made it obvious that he viewed Crawford's approach as risky, with possibly disastrous consequences. According to him, Canelo possesses the strength and killing power to end it early. Fans that agree think this won't last, and, if Chavez Jr. is right, Crawford may be taking on more than he can handle. Rising boxing talent Hamza Shiraz has joined the growing number of commentators on the Canelo vs. Crawford fight. Shiraz, known for his quick boxing intelligence and knockout strength, made his forecast without hesitation. For him, the weight gain is simply too important to ignore. Shiraz feels that regardless of Crawford's ability, physics will catch up.
I think Canelo does win by knockout. I think he does win by knockout. And that's only because of the weight. You can't jump up from 54 to 68 fighting the best of the best, even though you're the best yourself. It's too much of a weight jump, man. But listen, you never know. You can't write off Crawford, but I think Canelo will knock him out.
He pointed straight at the numbers. Going from 154 to 168 against the murderer like Canelo is not only daring, but also risky. Shiraz respected Crawford but backed Canelo to finish it within the distance. It is an opinion shared by many. Skill alone may not be enough this time. The higher you ascend, the harder you fall. And Shiraz thinks Crawford will learn this the hard way. The prediction is cruel and final. Canelo by knockout. Boxing veteran and former promoter Oscar De La Hoya joined the chat with a combination of enthusiasm and caution. De La Hoya, known for never holding back, saw through the hoopla and focused on what counts most: performance. For him, the names are meaningless if the fight fails to meet standards. He made it plain that people expect action, not just headlines. De La Hoya acknowledged the age factor, but still ranked it a quality matchup.
But hey, we got Crawford, Canelo. I'm looking forward to it. Even though they're both almost 40, I'm looking forward to it. Because it's a good matchup. But just show up and fight. Please, show up and fight.
The boxing world is watching, and De La Hoya is expecting that both guys deliver the war they promised. Talk is cheap, show up, fight. Dimitri Bivol, who has already outboxed Canelo once, gave a tactical perspective that differed from the typical knockout predictions. Bivol, known for his cool control in the ring, focused on Crawford's strengths, pressure, timing, and discipline. He didn't talk size or power. Crawford discussed control, and he mentioned that he will not allow Canelo to cruise as he has in previous fights.
I think Crawford will not let Canelo just walking on the ring when he wants, because we could see this fight. Canelo did everything. When he want to rest, he could rest easy, in this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, when he wants to work, that guy didn't give him work. It just
Bivol noted that Canelo has frequently dominated the pace, taking breaks when needed and worked only when it suited him, but Crawford will not allow him that luxury. He feels Crawford's footwork, IQ and relentless rhythm will keep Canelo interested. That type of pressure changes everything. Bivol thinks that this will be a war, not a walk. Canelo cannot slow down. After analyzing the styles, Dmitry Bivol gave his final thoughts on the matchup. Unlike many others making grandiose statements, Bivol did not jump to conclusions. He kept it honest, showing how unpredictable this fight truly is. With both guys being masters in their own right, he made it plain. It's too close to call. He remarked, "I don't know. It's a very interesting fight, but I don't know. We will see." That simple comment holds weight coming from someone who has shared the ring with Canelo. It shows how evenly balanced this struggle may be. There is no hype or bias, only respect for the skills on both sides. And when even the calm, measured Bivol cannot name a winner, the stakes become even higher. This isn't simply a fight, it's a chess match on the brink of war. Carl Froch, a former world champion, chimed in with a cutting and honest answer. Froch, known for speaking without filters, saw the size gap as the main worry. He did not question Crawford's skill, he questioned whether such skill could stand up to a fighter like Canelo. To be clear, this is not about ability, it is about physical limitations.
That is a fight that I'm expecting to be very good. I think it's going to be tough for Crawford. He's not big enough, I don't think. He's just not got that side. Don't get me wrong, he'll stack some pounds on and he'll grow. He's obviously bigger than his fight weight, but Canelo Alvarez has been up at light heavyweight. I know he's been up at, light heavyweight. He beat Kovalev. And then he's dropped back down now to super middle because he's probably not big enough for light heavyweight. Lost to Bivol. And he's probably realised, actually, that's probably a step too.
Froch reminded everyone that Canelo had fought and won at light heavyweight, showing power that was simply unnatural for someone moving up from 147. While he admires Crawford's ability to bulk up, he doubts it will be sufficient. Canelo's strength at 168 is not just real, it has been proven. And Froch made it clear that Crawford could be entering a zone where excellence meets a brick wall. Carl Froch's worries went beyond size. He followed up by paying Crawford his full respect. Despite his reservations about the weight jump, Froch lauded Crawford's position among the best. He agreed that moving up from 147 is a difficult goal, but made it clear that if anyone can do it, it's Crawford. His tone went from skepticism to adoration, stressing the risk and brilliance united.
Terence Crawford, was he 147 pound, one of the best to do it in the business? But to come up, we know what it's like when people come up from welterweight and try and succeed a couple of weight divisions above their weight. It's tough, it's difficult, but I don't know, Crawford's one of the best. He's just a phenomenal fighter, pound for pound, top 3. Some people got him as their pound for pound best in the world.
Froch praised Crawford's impressive resume and pound for pound ranking, clearly placing him among the sport's top 3. Despite his physical shortcomings, he agreed that Crawford's skill set is special. This was not just praise, it was a warning not to rule him out. Froch knows the dangers of underestimating the exceptional fighters, and while he's not sure how it will finish, he's confident Crawford offers something few others have. Carl Froch demonstrated his admiration for Crawford by revealing what one of boxing's most prominent figures thinks. During a recent interview with Alexander Usyk, Froch revealed that even the heavyweight champion thinks Crawford is the finest in the game. That type of praise from a unified winner like Usyk says volumes. Froch didn't just express an opinion, he gave a meaningful suggestion.
Alexander Usyk, I had a chat with him last week and he's got Terence Crawford as, spoiler alert by the way, got Terence Crawford as his #1 fighter because that's how good he is. Someone like Usyk looks up to Crawford and says, you know what, this is the guy that's the best to do it. But anyway, that fight got announced, it's in Vegas, that's what I'm really looking forward to. I'll probably be out there for that one.
Usyk's support for Crawford as his #1 fighter gives major weight to the tale. It shows how widely Crawford's greatness is recognized, even across weight divisions. Froch also emphasized the fight's Las Vegas location, saying it's the only thing to look forward to in boxing right now. This isn't simply a fight that fans are looking forward to. It's a confrontation that winners can't miss. When greatness recognizes greatness, you know history is at hand. Anthony Joshua replied with a nuanced analysis that blended caution with belief. He was not a fan of intricate weight phrases like catch weights or rehydration conditions, but he made it plain that if both fighters come healthy and prepared, it will all be about heart. For Joshua, the weight difference is important, but it does not decide everything. He cited previous examples in which fighters showed that size alone does not win fights.
Yeah, I wasn't too keen on the catch weight stuff, but I feel like there's no rehydration clause, is there? No, so that would be good. And then I feel like Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. showed us that weight is good. Like, there are weight categories for a reason, but you know, providing they're both skilled and talented, there's not much difference in weight. It's just who wants to win. And watching that fight, Conor Benn and Chris Eubank just showcased that weight is sort of about that. You know, so I'm looking forward to the Crawford and Canelo fight because I feel like Bud wants to like prove a point. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be a good fight.
Joshua believes that what really matters is who wants it the most, and Crawford appears to be eager to show something. He sees hunger as a possibly harmful weapon in and of itself. Classes exist for a reason, yet champions push limits. That is exactly what Bud is trying to do. Joshua's attitude shows how many fans feel. This isn't just a size fight. It's a battle of wills, and he's going all in to see who wins. Anthony Joshua's efforts did not end with the weight issue. He also gave an honest assessment of Crawford's recent performance. When asked about Crawford's recent fight, Joshua said he wasn't entirely convinced by what he watched. He struggled to pronounce Madamov's name but got his point across. Crawford did not appear to be the dangerous force that fans have come to expect. Joshua knows, however, that Crawford has another dimension that cannot be overlooked.
No, I don't know. Because when like he fought the guy in LA last, it begins with an M. I can't pronounce his name. Madrimov. He fought Madrimov last, and I feel like it wasn't the Terence Crawford that we all expected. But there's another side of Terence that I know. So I don't know, 50-50, cool. Let's call it that, 50-50, because I can't really call it, I don't know, it's a 50.
Finally, Joshua stated unequivocally that the fight would be 50-50ths. There is no bold prediction or bias, only plain honesty. He's seen enough of both men to know this could go any way. That level of uncertainty from a past unified heavyweight champion says a lot. This is not a one-sided event. It's a razor-thin fight, and when Joshua can't even pick a winner, fans know they're in for something important. Anthony Joshua then went into full analyst mode, going down both fighters' approaches. With meticulous attention to detail, he concentrated on how Canelo works. Calm, patient, and strategic, he frequently skips early rounds to watch his opponent. Joshua noticed that Canelo does not utilize the jab to control the fight, but rather to narrow the distance and unload with power. On the other hand, he lauded Crawford's ability to switch stances and attack correctly.
Canelo comes in high guard, very patient, will give a round or two away at the start to kind of figure out his range and practice his defense skills. He doesn't really throw jabs to control the fight. He throws jabs to enter into range to throw body shots and hooks. You know, Crawford, switch hitter, uses his jab, counter punches well. It's going to make it interesting. You got a counter punch with someone who's good at defending. So far, 50-50, sitting on the fence.
Joshua thinks that the contrast of styles is what makes the bout dangerous and unpredictable. Canelo's high guard and body charge are met by Crawford's smart counters and quick footwork. He stressed that this is more than just a battle. It is a high-level chess match with violence. Joshua refused to take sides once more, calling it a true 50-50ths split. And when a heavyweight champion is unsure, you know the match is close. A concept, known for his incisive combat breakdowns, came up with a new viewpoint that surprised watchers. Like many others, he expected the size differential to help Canelo, but that changed when he saw them face to face. The conflict in Saudi Arabia showed a different story. Crawford, visually, did not look to be outmatched. It was Canelo who looked smaller. That moment changed the narrative for WE and many others watching. Suddenly, the size excuse faded, and the fight looked to be more balanced. It called into question the widely held belief that Crawford is headed for trouble. If Bud isn't the smaller man, what's left to question? Now, the discussion isn't about weight, it's about who's better, which is exactly what makes this fight exciting. Wade's idea didn't end with the face-off. He backed up his claim with personal experience. After meeting Crawford in person, he gave fans with an inside look at one of the fight's most contentious issues. For him, the size gap is not just exaggerated, it may not even exist. In fact, he suggested that Crawford might walk around heavier than Canelo.
You have to shake hands with the man, and I saw up close and personal that the weight I don't think is much different. And Bud might weigh more potentially than Canelo does, just walking around weight. So this narrative that Canelo's the bigger man, the stronger man, I'm not so sure about. At least not.
That insight turns the story on its head. For so long, the focus has been about Crawford heading into the lion's den. But if Bud can match or even beat Canelo outside the ring, all that little talk comes apart. WAD taught fans that strength isn't always obvious, and weight alone doesn't tell the whole tale. Deeper variables are at play, and they have the ability to change everything once the bell rings. Even UFC legend Daniel Cormier could not stay silent about the mega fight. Cormier, who is known for breaking down high-stakes fights in other combat sports, knew how unique this one is. He avoided politics and weight talk, instead focusing on the present time. A championship fight between two all-time greats is finally becoming a reality. He talked about Canelo Alvarez defending his Ring Magazine championship against the great Terence Crawford. This is finally coming together. I believe it's going to be fun. Cormier's words broke through the background noise. This fight is more than simply historic. It is going to deliver. When a legend from outside of boxing becomes this touted, it shows how far the excitement has traveled. He sees to fighters, to legacies, and a single spectacular night ahead. Fans don't just want the fight, they need it. According to Cormier, it will be worth every second. The news of Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford has rocked the fight world to its core. Everyone, from legends to current champions, has something to say, and the majority agree that this is not just another fight. The weight differential is real, and so is the job. Some think Canelo's all-can power will be overwhelming. Others think Crawford's skill and fighting IQ can break through any barrier. This is a fight of champions not only for belts, but also for heart, legacy, and mindset. This conflict goes beyond weight divisions. It's about timing tactics and who can perform under the brightest lights. Crawford takes a step forward in search of history. Canelo stays firm, preserving his legacy. Two of boxing's best face off in a fight that has the ability to change the sport. Each round will be a test of focus. Every trade is a gamble. The winner will not simply seize the attention. They'll make their mark in history. What are your thoughts? Is Crawford taking off more than he can chew? Will Canelo's power wing, or will Bud's precision surprise the world? Is this the fight of the decade? Will this bout change the pound for pound rankings forever? Could this be Crawford's defining moment or his biggest mistake? Share your views in the comment area below. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more videos like